Hey JW Leary staff, and when I say staff, I'm making this video aimed at Teacher Appreciation Day, but it really extends beyond the teachers to aides, to assistants, to all staff, to everybody that works at the building. I felt it was important to reach out and really talk to you sincerely for a moment about what Teacher Appreciation Day means, especially this year. So if you'd indulge me for a moment, I think I have a point by the time I get to the end. I'm going to share some quotes with you in here. Those of you that know me know that I have a penchant for Albert Einstein. I love his quotes. Maybe it's just because I like his hair in the quotes, because it's always those groovy black and white pictures. So I wanted to share a couple of my faves with you today and maybe tell you a couple of quick stories. Uh, One of the first quotes that I'm going to share with you, and I'll tell you why in a minute, is everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. I share this quote not just because it's a great quote, but because it reminds me very much of my ninth grade English teacher. Her name was Mrs. Keene. I was not, I know you'll find this shocking, not. I was not the best student coming up through elementary school and into junior high school. And as I entered high school at ninth grade, I didn't know where I belonged. I didn't know where I fit. I was a talented musician, but the classroom was not my thing. My ninth grade English teacher saw in me something that I didn't see in myself, and she inspired me to become a better version of myself. And she also inspired me into education. And every time I see this quote, it makes me think of her because she, for me, reminded me that just because I didn't do everything in the same way the other kids did, and it didn't come as easily for me as it did for some of the other kids, that I still had something to offer. Um, the next quote that I have to share is education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. I share this one with you because it's a great quote again, but it reminds me of my sixth grade social studies teacher. And now I just made a mistake by saying social studies teacher. His name was Mr. Leroux, and he was a history teacher. If you tried to call him a social studies teacher, he got rather ornery. He, even at sixth grade, was teaching us how to think and think critically about history and what we were learning, and he really ignited a passion for me in that subject, which translated into my future life as I became a social studies teacher, a history teacher in my own right. So, why am I sharing these quotes with you? Especially when sometimes we think of our students. Maybe this cartoon from Gary Larson and the Far Side comes to your mind a little bit more. I love this cartoon, by the way. And God knows I could look at this cartoon right now and insert some names on that little figure pushing at the door marked pull. I'm betting all the rest of you could too. So, although it's funny, the real point of this is to get you to the next. This slide and this quote is one of my favorites, but I never had anything to link it to until now. And what it is education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. This quote will hear until forever remind me of the staff, the aides, the teachers, the assistants, everyone at JW Leary during the COVID closure of 2020. Excuse me. I'm going to bet teachers that most of you can't remember what you learned in seventh and eighth grade. I'm going to bet that the kids that are sitting in your room right now aren't going to remember too much of the facts and figures and skills and people and places and things that you teach them. But I guarantee you, for the rest of their lives, every one of you will be indelibly marked on their brains. And the reason that is because you're going through a shared experience with them now. And in that experience, guys, you are giving our students a master class in what resiliency looks like, in what perseverance looks like, in what compassion and grit looks like, in what love and community look like on a daily basis. The work you're doing, have done, and will continue to do for our students during this closure is something that they will carry with them for the rest of their lives. I know oftentimes teachers wonder, have I made a difference? Do I make a difference? Will this make a difference? I promise you that each and every one of you will remain etched on the minds of your students from here until forever. I thank you greatly for all the work you have done for our students during this closure, during this year, and during your careers. This video was nothing more than a simple way for me to say thank you and try and show you my appreciation. Have a great day, JW Leary, and if you need anything from me, let me know. Thank you.